Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Wow, we made it back in from Florida, you guys. It is January 28th today, and I have a showcase in store for you like none other, I guess. I was just pulling everything together, and if you look around, I've got stuff over here, I've got stuff back here, I've got stuff over here. It's all over. So I have lots to share with you. And I did have a good trip. And I know a bunch of you were asking about the weather and if I saw snow and all of that stuff. And I'm very happy to report that I was an hour south of Tampa in Venice, and we did not have snow there. It was cold. I would like to say when I got home today, it was in the 30s. And when we got down there, so my mom and I flew down Thursday morning, on Thursday it was in the 40s. So it felt exactly the same, like going down there and coming back here. And it did warm up with a few days. On Saturday, well, so Friday it got up into the 50s, and then it was in the 60s over the weekend. And then by yesterday it was short sleeves and capri weather. So it did warm up a little bit for us so that we could enjoy a little sun. I don't know if it looks like I even got any sun. Maybe, maybe not. I put a little bronzer on. I did dude myself up a little bit. Put a little makeup on, just a little eyeshadow, just to freshen up for you guys, to make me feel like I just didn't get off an airplane about 4 hours ago. We left for the airport at 4 a.m. Oh, it was 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that would have been 3:30 Central, and it's currently 4:30. So I've been awake for over 12 hours, and I did sleep for 1 hour on the plane, and that did help. I'm just happy that the flight was not delayed or canceled or rescheduled on us, right? So that's always good. And my dad came and picked my mom and me up in Appleton, and we went for a nice lunch. And I always see the chiropractor on the way back in from a trip, just because it's convenient, especially flying into Appleton, and my chiropractor's in Oshkosh. So I couldn't get into the chiropractor till 2 because she takes a lunch break. And so that was great. I got the chiropractor appointment done, and I do that 4 times a year if possible, just to keep everything aligned. And it was crack, crack, pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. So it felt good. I can't say that it didn't. And the trip was awesome. I got to work, I got to play, and I got to spend time with my family, and that is what it's about. I know going into a trip where it's down in Florida, my aunt and uncle and my mom usually go to bed around 10-ish, and it leaves me to myself to watch the Hallmark Channel. I got to watch 2 romantic movies, where the guy gets the girl and the girl gets the guy, and it's always a happy ever after. But I could work on stuff while I was down there on the computer. So I think some of you I stayed connected with, and some I missed, and I just couldn't keep up with it all. I wasn't really trying to stay up to date on emails. What I was trying to do was do a few things that have been on my list since Christmas time, with getting ready for planning the small business showcase and the Raleigh trip and setting swap groups for the Raleigh trip. So I was trying to do some other back end things versus necessarily replying to people. And we've had a great last week of Carissa helping out with that CBC Enroll email address, and she's really doing a phenomenal job with it. So she was able to stay in touch a lot more with people with signing up for classes than I ever could have, because I would have just not maybe done that because I was working on other things. So it worked out good. Yay. So I'm going to say hi to a few of you that are here already. Hi, Rosie Prouty. Hi, Mary Carls. And there's Susan Bellamy. Long time no see. So one of the purposes for going down to Florida for me also is I get to see some of my bees, the Bee Heavy Stampers. There were 6 of us that got together on Saturday at my aunt and uncle's clubhouse, which is awesome. And Susan was one of them. Yay. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. And there is Donna Grushke. Hi, Faye Godby. Yay, Faye got in for on stage. I'm so excited. You guys, there were 10 people on the wait list from my team that were waiting to get in for Raleigh, and last week 6 of them were able to get in. They were generally the gals who got on the wait list right away to sometime in the early evening around 6-ish. I still have 4 that are waiting, 5 I think that are waiting. So Fingers crossed they send another email out. Well, they sent emails out on Friday, and they need to give those people time to reply back. And I think the thought is that they're going to potentially send another round of emails if they get enough people that don't accept the offer to do on stage. And so there may be another round. I'm hoping. Fingers are still crossed, and toes and arms and legs and all the hairs on the head. Everything's crossed. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Jean Shoot. Hi, Angelique. And there's Judy Sharp. Hi, Pat Smothers. There's Sharon Davis. Hi, Lisa LaFramboise. Yes, the next time we're down in South Florida, Lisa, let me know. I get down there, I should say, I get down there once a year, but the next time you're down there, and if you want to meet up with any of my bees down there, I will put you in touch with some bees down there. They would love to have more bee company. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Nedra Dover. Hi, Jamie Kirkpatrick. Hi, Linda Hunt and Linda Kester and Sherry Ott. Hi, Linda Krause and Barbara Godby. Yay. Hope Toy. I did get your message about the caddy, and I owe you a caddy. And I've been meaning to email you back or text you that. And by the time it gets to be midnight, then I tell myself it's time to go to bed. And so I don't get working backwards in my emails very far. But I did see your email, and I do owe you a caddy. That's what it seems to me. Like, that is what's happening. Hi, Laura Sullivan. And Linda Kester just finished her make and takes from the Winter Escape. Yay! We have 11 left, and I'm going to go over that when we get to the past classes section. Hi, Sherry Stewart. Hi, Randy. Hi, Judy Immel. Hi, Debbie Gast. There's Mary Lemke. Ready for February. We have 3 more days. Well, 3 and a little bit of a few hours left for the month of January. It will get here before we know it. Hi, Jan Victoria from Minnesota. Yay. Hi, Karen Wetstein. Hi, Emily Buska. There's Cindy Runtry. Hi, Linda Hall. Hi, Diane Vogenhagen. I hope you had a wonderful class last night with the ladies. Hey, Francis. Hi, Sharon. And so glad and made the trip back safe and sound. Yes, oh my gosh. I was so excited. Hi, Gail Stefan. Hi, Susan Wormelin. Susan, your box came today. I can't wait to show off what you made for me. Hi, Janice Ormiston. I was very delighted. The flight left on time, and we got into Chicago early. And we also left for Appleton on time, and we got into Appleton early, and it was perfect. Hi, Vanessa Ritter. Hi, Bridget Rowe. So yay, you guys, we have the showcase today. It's going to be a heavy duty. Hi, Nancy Mole. It's been a long year so far. Isn't that crazy? Somebody posted something on Facebook. It was my friend Rachel. So we had heard the sad news about Epicure. They are closing their doors. We heard the announcement on Friday. They let their gals know and guys know on Friday. And it was sad over the weekend to kind of hear Rachel's story. And she did post a meme that said, what did it say here? I can't believe it's only January 27th. So this was as of yesterday. How have I managed to cram 5 years worth of chaos into 27 days? You're coming in way too hot, 2025. It's so true. It's hard to believe that it's already almost the end of the month. It feels like it just began. And there has been so much already since the beginning of the year. We got the escape in there, and been to Florida and back, and we kitted about 35 or 3,200 cards this month. It's been crazy in a good way, always. And what Kelly has been working on feverishly hard for the last, let's say, maybe 2 weeks since the escape. So 2 solid weeks, Kelly has devoted probably 30 to 35 hours working on our new shopping guide, our Beekeeper's Guide. I've probably invested, just alone between Thursday night, Friday night, Sunday night, and Monday night of these last 4 days, we both were on the phone with each other, 2 hours one night, an hour the other night, a half hour last night, and another hour. So yet alone, like right there is 2, 3, 4, each of us 4 hours over the last 5 nights worked on this. So that's 8 hours right there. So I know that between the two of us, we've invested 40 hours in putting this document together for my community of customers and team. So I'm very excited. I'm going to share it with you today via an electronic format so you can see. We are 99% done with it. The 1% is the index. And I am going to wait for Kelly to tell me how hard or easy the index is going to be. If it's easy, I'm going to share. So I'm going to share it with my team. My plan is tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night. I'll share it with my team. I shared it with about a dozen of my team members right now to proof it really quick, just to make sure there weren't anything like things that were just really wrong. And then I plan to take the next rollout with my team. And then if Kelly says the index is easy, I'm going to wait for her to work on it over the weekend, and I'll roll it out to my customers by Monday. And then if she says it's a tedious task and a big feat that she will not really get to it by the weekend, that means I'm going to send it out without an index. And we're going to work with it without an index for the moment. And I think you guys will be fine with that because you're going to be so excited with it. So 110 pages of amazingness. Hi, Trisha Fagley. I thought I said hello, but I don't see it. So hello, Trisha Fagley. I'm so happy you came back and said hello because I did not see it. It was a great, delightful wishes IPS. Awesome group. Wonderful, wonderful. And how many did you have, Diane? Did you end up with 8 or did you end up with 9? And I'm curious because I am wondering how many I have left for ink, paper, scissors. If any, I might have 1 or 2. So I'm really afraid to even show ink, paper, scissors. Yeah. So the trip was productive. It's good to be back home. I don't know. I'm just pre-warning everybody that the cats may be needy. I fed them when I got home. I only got home about an hour and a half ago, you guys. So I really rolled in, ate something, and got everything together. And they're sleeping on chairs scattered around the she shed. So they may get needy at some point before the live is done, and I can't help that. That's my cats being my cats. I should say that's our cats being our cats. So, all right, we have quite the showcase to go for you. I did send an email out to my community today, anybody who subscribes to my emails, and Diane had 9. So that means we have 1 left of yours, I believe. And I sent an email out this morning. Let's see if I can find it really quick. In case you don't get emails from me and you would like to get emails, if you're newer to me, you might want to consider signing up to get emails from me. What you would do is go to Cards by Christine. What you do is cardsbychrisb.com is where you would go. And that takes you into my website, and you want to sign up for emails. Underneath, there's a picture of me in a yellow shirt. Underneath this stuff here, it says sign up for my emails. So when you sign up for my emails, that means you get emails from me. And this morning, I had it scheduled, you guys. I was really mid-air when this email published. I scheduled it for 8:15. I sent out this Mac Daddy of an email that has lots of links and information in it. And it is basically giving you the link for today, the showcase video, the schedule, the calendar, the events calendar, the high-level overview, a lot of these documents here. I've got the links here. And then the sampler, product shares are in here. The escape, I've still got 11 spots left. If you want to get gift certificates, the scavenger hunt word search, a navigation video, the spring one, a discount shopper commit kit, and then the links for the catalogs, and then the shopping guide. Update is here. And I talk about here what it's all about, what we worked on, and I can definitely say it was a labor of love, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Sometimes I Yoda my words, you guys. Hi, Jean Turbolager. Hi, Julie Damaris. Hi, Sharon. Oh, love your cats. Yes, Sharon. Sharon loves the cats. They love you too, Sharon. I personally wanted something that was easy for me to see everything in terms of all the embossing folders, all of the dies, all of the stamps, all of the punches, and I was struggling designing for you guys. I really was. It became cumbersome to design cards because I couldn't see everything that was available. When Diane and I are sitting upstairs and we're looking at layout, we're trying to pick an embossing folder, it was hard. It just made it more difficult. So it started off as we're just going to make a document that has all the online exclusives in it, and it morphed into, well, if we're doing this, why don't we make it easy on us and put everything all together? And that's how this came to be. So we're planning to update it 3 times a year, which is in January, May, and September. And in the middle of those months, so in March, July, and November, we're going to do a supplement, which includes the online exclusives. And that supplement will only be active until the catalog launches, and we can put those things in with the catalog. So are you guys wanting to see this? I hope so, because I'm going to scroll through it. You're not going to be able to see exactly everything because of the camera and how little it is. But so the great thing is I talked to the gals this weekend about it, and we kind of brainstormed ideas. And you can pull this up on your phone. You'll be able to pull it up on your tablet, your computer, and if you want to, you can even print it. You could take the file to your library and print it. You could take it to Staples or Econo, whatever, or Printing Express, or wherever you print stuff, and you could print it. So That's up to you what you want to do with it. But we changed the name. We are calling it Beekeeper's Guide of Stampin' Up! Supplies. And we have the table of contents, a message from me, your demonstrator, and a little bit of blurb about our events that we have here, classes, the team that I oversee, the Be Happy Stampers, resources, online tutorial store, and Inspiration Hive. And the color is by far what I believe Stampin' Up! Does best is coordination with color. And so we threw in the color first and foremost, and the additional things with color, and then all the suites. And you guys, when you see all of this collectively whole within groups, you don't realize how much Stampin' Up! Offers to their customers when you can see it like this. So the page numbers are off yet, right? So Kelly's still working on some minor details, but suite collections galore. And we included the released by date and where the true source of the information resides. Like this one is online exclusives that released in July of 2024. And from suites, all the suites, look at all the suites. And then they roll into the bundles. There were oodles of pages of bundles. And when you print it or when you look at it, you can always make things bigger. We went manually one by one. Kelly and I I read off the item numbers for her and she typed them in so that not only did you get the bundle number, but you have the item number individually that you decide, oh, I don't want the bundle, but I want the dies. Well, now you don't have to go looking for the dies. The dies are right in with the bundle, the number that is. And so it was definitely a lot of time invested. So if you're wondering why I might not have gotten back to your email at this moment, then this could be why, because we were devoting some time to this. But you can see all these bundles. It's crazy when you actually look and count how many bundles they have. And this is the culmination. So you might have empty space at the end because there's a page break at every one. And then we go into stamps. And by listening to people what they're looking for, they wanted to know if the stamps had dies or if they had a punch. So we coordinated a P and a D and added that to the stamp set. And again, has the release by date. Look at all these stamps. You would never think that they had all of these stamps. Crazy. All together. You guys, no fluff here. All reference for you so that you can, if you choose to print this, I know a lot of you love to highlight. All right, so there's going to be blank spaces here because, again, we start with a page break so that the whole document doesn't shift if we need to insert pages. And then here are the dies if they have matching stamps. Look how many pages of dies there are. You would never, okay, so there's 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. Whoa, 9. How many is that? That's like 100 sets of dies, you guys. And now this is what I'm most excited for because last week we already started using this tool when it only had embossing folders in it. It didn't have the dies, but Diane and I were looking for the perfect embossing folder. We could scroll through this document and be like, oh, that's the one we want. Okay, yeah, I have all the embossing folders, but it's so much work to pull them all out and look at them. To have a document where you can see them all is amazing. And so now when I'm looking for the perfect size label, I can see them at a glance here. I could scroll through them. Oh man, that's the perfect size. That's what I'm looking for. That's why this document came to be what it is right now, to make my life easier. And I'm paying it forward to my community of customers and team. Again, there'll be blank page space at the end because of not necessarily. So when the new stuff comes in, we'll add it to the back end. All the punches, look at this. 2 pages plus 2 of punches. Embossing folders, 1, 2, 3 pages, almost 3 pages of embossing folders. Specialty paper is one of my favorite sections. Look at all that paper. Oh my goodness, so much. Who'd ever thunk it? And then two-tone cardstock and memory keeping and ephemera packs, scrapbook workshop kits, card bases and envelopes, ribbons and trim, oh my. Embellishments galore. Look at all this, 16 up, and there's over 3 pages of embellishments. And then adhesives, we have tools all categorized together. We have my exclusive tools in case anybody wants information on my caddies, the bow maker, some adhesive and ink erasers. We added that stuff in here. And also the cloth garbages. If Annette Rollin is watching, she makes the cloth garbages and I forget to show them off every time. But not anymore. They're going to be in the book. And no, I cannot sell this, Nancy. I am so sorry. It is not for purchase. I do not want to get in trouble with Stampin' Up! Storage kits and paper pumpkin stuff. And then I even had her add in sale-a-bration right into the back end of the catalog. And then the legal jargon is, I'm not going to sell it, you guys. It's like, I know other demonstrators are creating documents very similar to this, and they're providing them to their community and their team and customers. And that's what I am decided to do for my team and my customers as well. And it is not for sale. I cannot resell this. I can't sell this. I can give it away to people who support me in my business is what I've decided. And if that entails, what I put in the email today is that entails supporting me. We're going to look at last year. If you've bought tutorials from me, if you bought classes from me, if you bought product from me, if you bought the caddy from me, we're going to look at it as if you spent $50 or more with me last year, is going to be a gift to you. This document is going to be a gift to you. And I know that there are some of you who just started following me since January 1st. I'm going to have Carissa pull the data to see who that is too, and make sure that you guys get in on it as well. It looks like we rewrote the Stampin' Up! Catalog. Yeah, kind of. We just left out all the fluff, you guys. We want a reference tool and guide. We have always had that since, you guys, I don't know if I can show you this without wrecking anything, but let me just show you this. So I have kept every stamp. I'm going to flip the camera. Oh man, I'm caught. Hang on. Let's just make sure I don't lose the connection. Hang on. So I'm going to reverse. All right, you see that right there? That is every Stampin' Up! Catalog from 1998. Way on the left is 1998 all the way to more current, okay? That's all I wanted to show you up there. I save them, I highlight, and I keep track of what I buy. And if I need to refer back to something, I have that. And in the beginning, there always used to be like basically 2 catalogs that were always in existence, the annual and the mini, and it was really easy to keep track of things. And it's not now. It really isn't. It's very overwhelming. And if I'm overwhelmed and I can manage a lot of stuff, if I'm overwhelmed, I know that probably 80 or 90% of you are also overwhelmed. Maybe everybody's overwhelmed, but I'm trying to make my life easier as well as yours for those who support me by offering this. So yes, I'm so excited. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful document. Hi, Mimi. I definitely want the Kelly. So you guys don't have to tell me if you want it or not. I'm going to just look, and I'm going to have Carissa run a report for me from last year. And we're just going to get the exact list. It might be 400 people. It might be 500 people. It might be how many ever people. I'll have to figure out how to email. Basically, I can't really email that many people at one time. So what I will be doing is providing a link to this file. And it's going to be in my Google Drive, and I'm going to be sharing a link for you to view the document. And from there, you can save it, or you can print it, or do whatever. I do ask that you respect our hard work and the requirements for getting in the catalog, and not sharing it with people that didn't earn it, basically, or support me in my business. I think that's fair. So I think you guys get it. So if anybody wants it that didn't support me in my business or my small business over the past year, they can buy a few classes from me, and you know what, I'd be happy to give it to them. Or if they want to place a small order and get a class for free and get the catalog, I'd be happy to give it to them. But I'm trying to promote my business, right? We worked really hard. We invested a lot of time in this, and I don't mind sharing it. I just want to make sure I'm sharing it with people that are going to appreciate it and support. So yay. I love that you are including the release dates. Oh, that is so important, right, Judy Sharp? Some of this stuff, the oldest thing that was released was in 2022. I think there was something from 2022. Yay. So good, Jay. Love including the release. Kudos, Kelly. Yes, Kelly's a superstar. I really hope, if I could have any wish, I would love for Stampin' Up! To reach out to Kelly when they find this document and they're like, oh, wow, this is an amazing tool. I would love for them to reach out to Kelly and hire her as a consultant to create this document for them 3 times a year and provide it to every Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Stampin' Up! That would be amazing, right? That would be the best thing that anybody could ever ask for, because then everybody will benefit from it, and Stampin' Up! Can provide it. So that was an amazing piece of work. It sure is. Oh, I've been sitting here waiting for this to start and thought I'd refresh, and here it is. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you're with us. Hi, Ruth Nicholson. Yeah, she is amazing. She is a treasure. I know. I've said to my mom for the last few days, because my mom's been with me the whole time. I'm so lucky to have Kelly. I'm so very blessed to have her. I'm so that she's by my side with this. So, and everything along the whole way here. Great too. Hi, Yvette Lopez. Yes, Nancy, you can plan a road trip to visit me. Absolutely, you guys. I even put that in this document. You guys, I put this in my document. I have a whole section in here. I'm going to read this to you really quick since Nancy, you were probably half joking, but I'm not joking. I have a whole section in here that says classes. It says classes are held in person at the Cars by Christine studio, aka The Hive, located at my address. And then it says, everyone is always welcome to attend in person with me, no matter how far away you live. And add it to your bucket list. If the distance is a factor, then watch my classes on the Cars by Christine YouTube channel. So there you go. Don't be just surprised if I start busting out song lyrics during class. It's something I do without trying, right? You guys know that about me. I can't help that. That is just a part of who my inner being is. I hear a word, I think of a song. So yes. And Nancy, if you've ordered PDFs for me, then yes. I need to go back, and Chris is going to run the reports for me, and we're going to have a threshold, and that's it. So yay. So you don't have to say, oh, did I qualify for it? Just wait till I send the email, and you guys will know when I send the email out. Hi, Becky /Nagel. Wouldn't that be great, a Stampin' Up? It sure would. Hi, Karen Woods. And you're not joking. Oh, good, Nancy. Yes, you're always welcome. What you should do is you should specifically wait for an escape or Stampin' Fun in the Sun, some event that is bigger that you can spend the entire day here with the amazing community that I have in person, and then follow it up with a class. So if you would have come to the Winter Creative Escape this past time, I had Monday class literally the next day. So you could have attended on Sunday, did class on Monday, and had like a twofer or a double header. All right. So that's a lot about this document. And so just know that that is in the works. I also have, for those that are new, this is something that Bonnie Lesbrun's made for me. Well, I made the calendar with Kelly's help, and then Bonnie went and got a plastic sheet for it, and she went and got it spiral bound. And I have been seeing this in action. Judy Immel was in class the other day, and it was super awesome to see her using this. So she did a class here, and what she did is she highlighted it, and she's marking up this when she registers for classes. And it's just an awesome document. And you can, when you pay for classes or if you place an order to get the class for free. You guys, this is out on my website, as is the schedule here, which is for the whole year, and then my overview document. If you're newer to me, this is a really great reference tool. It shows you all the different classes I have, and the Hive designates if this is a class offered free with a minimum purchase. And then there's a whole backside too to this. So lots of this reference information, you're going to be able to find it. I even reference it on here. Resources. There's a whole section on here that takes you right to my resources area on my website. And that is up here in my website. And if you go to the resources link, all of these documents are pretty much the ones right here at the top. Okay, so if you want to get these and print them for yourself, you can. There is a little addition here. You guys, we've been working on figuring out when we can fit the haunted house kit class, and I just was looking at here, so in case I forget to say it later, we're adding a kit class here for the haunted house on the 6th of February. But this is perfect. This has everybody that teaches classes here in person at the Hive or through my YouTube channel. We've got everybody color coded, and this goes all the way, if you print this, it goes all the way to December, which is pretty kick butt, if I must say. So if you are in Canada, we've even got Rose Coleman referenced on here because she is your girl if you want to take the classes that are the Technique Club class or the Sweet Bundle class. So I like to work through, and I'm going to use this as a reference tool now too. I like to work through what is all offered. This is the showcase for what's coming up in the month of February. I'm ecstatic because we got everything designed before I left so I could roll into the hot seat today. And I also have Gina's classes here. I have some of Julie's classes here. I can show you some of Chris's classes. You guys, the team is growing in terms of offerings of classes, which is pretty amazing. Georgine offers classes. Jenna offers classes. I can say that's over 5 people. We have about a half a dozen bees that are kidding classes and doing what they love as well, sharing the creativity. And I will be sharing what they have to offer for classes at the end. And just a note that you always want to register through them if you want to do their classes. And personally, it makes me be a proud mama bee when you do take classes with them, even if it means sacrificing you taking a class with me. If you have to choose and you really, really want their class, I will not cry sad tears, I will cry happy tears because that you are supporting one of my bees. And if you want to do it all, you can do it all. And if you need to pick and choose, we just love giving you more options to be creative. And my gals that are starting to do these classes absolutely love it too. They love sharing their creativity. So I will share all that stuff with you as well at the end. And then I do have a pile of past classes here that I will share with you. So, girl needs water. I did realize, I think that over the course of the last month or two, that you guys are taking more of my gals classes because I'm kitting up the same amounts of classes, but I have more left over at the end of the month. So I am left with more past classes, and that's okay. It just gives people that are newer to me, that just find me and discover me, options to take these past classes versus them having been sold out. So, but my sister lives in Calgary, so I'd have to have a place to put my head. Yes, well, they have hotels in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. You would definitely book a hotel. Rose is far. Oh, Rose is farther than you are. Oh man, yeah, Rose is way over on the west side, I think. Hello, Carissa. All right, get the Ohio bees together to make a trip out. Yeah, Laura. We were just talking. What were we talking about? Oh, we were just talking that Shannon West is my DDM, my representative for Stampin' Up. She oversees Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin, and Minnesota maybe. And she's planning an event in Indiana. Ooh, Hobart, Indiana. And we're gonna take a road trip. It's 3.5 hours from where I live. And I gotta get the girls together here. I wanna take a carload down. And you're probably 3.5 or 4 hours to the east, and you could come and meet us for this event. So be watching for those details, because if you're not in her region, which I don't think Ohio is, but I got the information. She said we can invite whoever we wanted. So I'm going to be sending out a team email to see if anybody wants to come meet us in Indiana for demonstrator day. Cool beans and bagels. All right. So if you want to take any classes with me, I just need to get your name in the book. And we are starting a little transitional process right now. Chris is watching right now. Hobart, yes, Patricia Settle. It'd be awesome if you could make that one. Then I can meet you. So Carissa is helping me manage registrations for classes and events and such. And we created a new email address. I didn't do my navigation video. I was planning to do my navigation video before the showcase video, and I ran out of time. It just happens. It sure does. So I was sitting in bingo last night because I was playing bingo with my mom at the clubhouse with all the other people. And I was looking through my calendar when I could do the navigation video. And I have it set for Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central. So we're kind of doing it a little backwards, but that's okay. The navigation video will come on Friday. I'm going to do the year-end review question and answer and scavenger hunt word search review Thursday at 10 a.m. Central, which should take probably an hour would be my guess. So those are on the docket for later this week. And there are 2 classes yet tomorrow too. Tomorrow night there's one, and then Thursday night there's one. But I guess what I was getting at is that there's going to be a new sign-up process. And this has really been very helpful for me, because while I was away in Florida working on other stuff and actually enjoying a little relaxing time and family time, Carissa was helping me manage the enrollment process. So this doesn't necessarily it's for everybody. And if you generally attend in person and you get your name in the book while you're here in person with me, that's easy enough. That's fine. This is generally for people who are doing porch pickup or to-go kits mailed to them. We created a new email address. It's called cbcenroll@gmail.com. I need to get it printed on my stuff here so that you guys can see it. But we're going to start that. And we actually she's been getting emails in there probably for a week and a half already now. Since the first time I mentioned it a week and a half ago, she's already been starting to get emails. And she's starting to learn what you guys like and what you want in terms of payments and classes. And what's happening is you're sending an email. If you send me an email, I've been forwarding it to her with you on copy, saying Chris is going to help with it. It's helping to get a response back to you guys faster. I'm trying to help provide better customer service. I definitely try to give my best, but it's hard when I'm constantly doing things all day long for everything relating to designing and kitting and prepping and team and all that stuff, to stay on top of emails throughout the day. And I constantly find myself staying up till 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 6:30 a.m. And I just read a post last night that if you can help yourself to live longer, it said to go to bed before midnight and get up early. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to die young because I don't go to bed till 6 a.m. And so I told myself I was going to do a New Year's resolution this year to go to bed earlier, before midnight. My goal was always going to be midnight, and it just hasn't happened yet. I don't think I've gone to bed before midnight yet, but maybe twice since the beginning of the year. So my New Year's resolution is failing. So Carissa's going to help me with that. And so she has already been lighting the load. She's still in a transition period right now. So everything that she is doing, she is working with me on to make sure we have the exact correct way that I would reply to you, with making sure we give you the right pricing for consolidated shipping, or if you're doing PayPal friends and family versus PayPal good or service, making sure the amounts are right and making sure that we have it all in sync. And then she's logging everything in a Google Share Drive that I can then grab that information and put it into my book. So hopefully that also will help that I don't miss class signups or miss somebody from signing up, like Trisha Fagley. I did miss writing her name in for January, and she caught it when I didn't say her name in the class sign up, and we fixed it, mailed the kits out, life is good, right? So it's going to help me hopefully with not missing people and getting to bed earlier and getting a response to you. I know a lot of you ask for totals so that you can send payment, so you don't have to sit there and wait and think you owe money, and that's not a good feeling either. So yay. So we have a whole process, and we're going to try it, and just be patient with Carissa and me. We are working together very closely to make sure we're in sync. And so you can start off, if you want, emailing both me and cbcenroll@gmail.com, or you can email directly to the cbcenroll@gmail.com, and Chris is just going to forward it to me with her response, and then I just look at it, and then she will still respond directly to you with me on copy in the interim. So we're going to try this for a good month or a month and a half until she feels good and I feel good that we have a seamless transition. But it usually takes 1 or 2 times of working with somebody, I think, to be comfortable with that I got it down pat in my head. So and not forgetting things. And so, yeah, so that's what we had. I pay through PayPal friends and family. I still pay you correct. Absolutely. Yeah. So the payments aren't changing, you guys. Nothing is changing with the payments. The only thing is, there is one thing changing with payments, and I have to send this out to everybody. Apparently Zelle is an app that you can use to pay people. Sometimes your bank has Zelle and sometimes your bank doesn't have Zelle. And Zelle is making changes because so many banks use Zelle. My bank uses something called People Pay. So what's happening is, because my bank doesn't use Zelle, I am not going to be able to use Zelle starting April 1st and beyond, because my bank uses People Pay and Zelle is getting rid of their app. The only way you're going to be able to send money is through your bank. If your bank uses Zelle, then I will still be able to get Zelle. Or no, I won't be able to because I don't have Zelle. I have People Pay. So that's the only thing that's changing with payment for you guys, and that's not until April 1st. I think it goes through March 31st. And I know Denise Mallory Reed couldn't send me money via Zelle the other day, but somebody else sent me money via Zelle and it was no problem. So that's the only thing that's changing, is the Zelle part. But if you send money via PayPal, friends and family, great. If you send it through Good or Service, great. Just know that you'll have a higher amount if you send it with Good or Service because it charges a fee. Venmo, with or without payment protection, is an option. Facebook Pay is still an option unless you're in Oregon, because there's something with Oregon doesn't send money to Wisconsin via PayPal, friends and family, or via Facebook Pay. And then you can still do cash or check. So that has not changed at all. You are not sending money anywhere else. You're still sending it to me here at my address, 575 East 11th Street, if you're sending cash or check. And you're still sending it to my PayPal, Chris M. Bertram at MSN.com. None of that has changed. All that's happening is we are having a helper, Carissa, making sure that registrations are being taken care of in a timely and efficient manner so that you guys are not left waiting and wondering, did I get your email for 2 weeks or 10 days or 7 days or 2 days, right? She's going to be checking those emails maybe every day to 2 years, every 2 years, no, every day to 2 days, 3 at max if it's a weekend. So just know that we're doing this just to give you the best customer service possible. So, and Yvette sent me an email regarding your helpers from the winter retreat. I believe I saw it. Hi, Carmen Sanders. I will be honest though. From the 20th, we came out of the escape, right? The escape ended on the 13th. We had a full day or full week of getting shipments out, and then we went into design mode. Last week, from like let's say the 16th through the 22nd. You guys, we designed 5 classes, and it takes 2 to 3, sometimes 4 hours to design a class. And when I'm doing that and I'm sitting with somebody, I'm not checking my emails. And then I had all the classes in the interim too. So just know that I have a lot of emails I still have to get back to. So just be patient now. I'm back from Florida. My goal is to get caught up on emails back a little bit better this week. So do you prefer email over text now? So Sherry Stewart, I'll be honest, if you are going to enroll for a class, it's going to need to go through, if you don't mind, cbcenroll@gmail.com, because it'll go directly to Carissa for her to respond and log it. If you send it to me via text, I have to copy the verbiage or take a screenshot and send it to Carissa. Now, if you're going to want to say to me, hey, what's up with the Raleigh thing? Or what's up with the swaps? Or what's up with this? Hey, I just saw this cool card. Or, hey, how's your day going? Text is always okay. Like, it's no problem whatsoever. It's just for class enrollments, you guys. It's going to be amazingly awesome if you send an email to Carissa. And I know there are some of you like Donna Grushki. You always send me a Facebook message. If it's possible, all I ask is send it directly to cbcenroll@gmail.com just for class enrollments, you guys. Anything else on a normal day-to-day basis that you would normally have talked to me about is always going to come into me how you normally would talk to me in your preferred method. It's just class enrollments that it will make all the difference in the world to me if you start filtering them through Carissa. It'll be perfect. You just wrote it. Perfect. Hello, Jeannie Parker. All right. So yes, Apple Pay not an option. No. One person sent Apple Pay to me 3 years ago, and I have no idea where that money went. I will be 100% honest with you. I don't know if she ever got it back. I've never taken Apple Pay. I have a Samsung phone, and I do have Apple. This thing up here is an Apple, and this tablet is an Apple, but I have never established Apple Pay. I know there are Apple people and there are Samsung people. I'm a Samsung person. The only reason I ever had to do Apple was to be able to use Switcher Studio, and I never look at this phone. So some people will Apple iPhone message me into that phone. I don't take this phone and look at it ever. I just turn on the Switcher Studio and I turn off the Switcher Studio. So if you ever send money via Apple Pay, I don't know where it's going to go, and it will not count as a payment because I don't get it. And I don't know, I can't remember who it was that sent that 3 years ago, but I felt really bad for them. But I've never ever accepted Apple Pay for a payment. Now, if you go to my website, Squarespace website, when you check out, it does offer Apple Pay as an option through Squarespace. But that's not me personally. Sometimes if you guys want to take an advantage of the discount or consolidated shipping and pay outside of Squarespace and save a few dollars, that's where it would be PayPal, it would be Venmo, at the moment Zelle, and then cash or check. If you want to pay through Squarespace, and like Ruth Nicholson, you're who I'm thinking of right now, Ruth always pays for her classes in my Squarespace on my website. You don't have to email Carissa, right? If you are still signing up through my website, Squarespace, and adding each individual class to your cart and checking out and paying with your credit card or Apple Pay via Squarespace, that process doesn't change. The email, the cbcenroll@gmail.com email is for, I would have to say 90% of people who don't pay through my website, because 90% of people want to take advantage of consolidated shipping and a reduced price. And I was talking with Jean Terwilliger about that a couple weeks ago. She's watching now. She said she'd rather wait for a response from me, knowing that it might take a few days to 2 weeks, but she's not in any hurry to get the classes because they're in the future. And she'd rather get the cash discount, which is what my normal prices are. If you go and pay through my website, you'll pay more, and I don't do a discount code generally for consolidated shipping. So people who want to take advantage of some savings, and it's big. If you end up taking 5 classes with me, you basically save $4 on each class after the first one, right? We take $4 off of every, basically that's how it kind of works. So the first class has the core shipping of $6 or $7 if it's ink, paper, scissors. And then after that, then it's just $2 for each class after versus $6. So a lot of people like to save that, especially if they're getting multiple classes in a month. And so that is the email case sensitive. It is not. It is not. Emails are generally not case sensitive. Usernames and passwords are case sensitive. So I have been showing it with capital C, capital B, capital C, and then enroll. So people kind of get that it's cbcenroll@gmail.com. But when you go to email, it could be all lowercase, it could be all capitals. It doesn't matter. It's cbcenroll@gmail.com. So just a little, yes. So Laura Sullivan, you just said, is it CBC enroll? And that is correct. But there's no space in the middle. It is the letter C for cards, the letter B, buy, and then the letter C, Christine. So cards by Christine. So it's CBC enroll, all one. CBCENROLL, like enrollment for classes. So cbcenroll@gmail.com. So, okay, so big changes. I know that it's hard sometimes to adjust and change, but I feel as though that this is going to help me move forward to give you guys the best customer service and make sure that we get you signed up for classes in a timely manner, to let you know about payments, how much to send, and it's just going to be amazing. And I have a bunch of you that take everything every month, and so Chris is going to be on board, and by the third week of every month she's going to be sending you an email so that you know what you're signed up for the next month, and it's just going to be fabulous. Carissa, could you type the email in the feed? So yes, you guys, I can actually do that here really quick. CBC enroll, and then you guys can see it in writing so that you don't miss anything. I also included it, cbcenroll@gmail.com. Hello, Cheryl. I also included it in the email that I sent this morning. It's in there somewhere. It's definitely in there somewhere. Save it to your address book, you guys, cbcenroll@gmail.com. All right, are you guys ready to rock and roll through some classes? I hope so. So the main thing is to get signed up for a class is now to let Carissa know via the CBC enroll. I have access to the email address, you guys, too. So we're going to be monitoring it together, but primarily Carissa is going to be the one that's helping me respond. The main thing is to send an email if you want to take a class to that email address. It's also going to be, as I've been always saying through these months and days, instead of sending an email, I want this class, and then tomorrow, oh, I want this class too, and then the next day, oh, I want this class too. It takes a lot to answer 3 emails, okay? We always encourage people to watch the showcase, this today, and if there are things that I show sneaky peeks throughout the month, so we've been designing and I've been showing things to you guys, starting that draft email and adding to it. Every time you see a class, you can add it to your email. And then after you watch the showcase, that is when you should hit the send button and try to include everything you can for the month. But I get it. There are some times that you're like, oh man, I don't think I wanted that. And then all of a sudden you see me making the cards live and you wish you would have gotten those kits and I still have them available. Absolutely, get signed up. We're just trying to encourage people to consolidate emails into potentially 1 or 2 or less so that we're not spending all of our time responding to lots of emails. You guys would be amazed. There are some people that will email 5 times within like 3 days. And it's a lot to manage a response to every email because they're always asking about different things. We're trying to be efficient with our time so that we can make pretty cards for you, right? I think I'm already in because the email, but yes, Jeannie Parker, I took care of you already. I sent an email to you on Saturday and copied the CBC enroll. And I told Carissa you like all the classes except for Let's Just Stamp. And she's going to make sure you get an email by the 3rd week of the month. And then you're golden. You're good to go. It won't take so long to catch on to the new system. Anything to help you. Yes, Cindy Runtree, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, you guys will get it. No problem. And I plan to do a navigation video on Friday, which is going to walk through absolutely everything. It'll be a great reference video for you to walk or refer back to. And then life will be good. So, all right. Where do we want to start? I have piles galore and I know it's already 5:30. How does that even happen? Okay, let's start with the monthly class. All right. The monthly class is my core class. And you guys, generally for those that have been watching me a lot, I might just not go into all the details about like classes, like this one's been on for how long and blah, 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 blah. Like I'll just show you the cards, tell you the prices maybe, and then just jot down on a piece of paper or in your email, like I want this class. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. All right. So the monthly class for February, if we look at the calendar, is the 10th here, and it's also on the 13th, and I have it on the 8th. So they're called the monthly class. And this one features 3 different stamp sets. I'm old now. Ladies don't make fun laughing out loud. You're funny, Laura. Oh, you're not that old. Come on. All right. So we have not this one, but okay. The monthly class for February features cake celebration, linked together, and terrific toadstools. So for cake celebration, all you would need for this one is a sentiment. The die cutters, embossing, they're already on it, and you get to make this lovely card. It'd be great for a little girl or a girl that's older or whatever. It's very feminine with the purple and the pink. I love it. And we did it so that it would appeal. So Diane we were thinking about this, like if your granddaughter or your daughter is younger, this would be a perfect card for them. And so this features cake celebration. Hi, Cheryl. So this one features cake celebration. Again, all you need is a sentiment. And then we also pulled in the toadstool. So this one features this guy. And there's balmy blue ink that's needed, melon mambo, granny apple. You could do fresh freesia or yellow here, daffodil, or the melon mambo. If you don't have this specific stamp set, it's okay. There's different ways for you to make your toadstools look like your toadstools. You'll get a piece of the mushroom is gonna be punched out in white, and you'll be able to sponge color on it. The stumps are already gonna be not die cut, they're punched out. They're already gonna be punched out for you with gray granite. So if you don't like the mushrooms at all, this piece can flip over and it still looks great with the card, and you could put something else on here too. It could be completely a different setup. All right, then the last one features linked together. Now it doesn't feature the masks, it features the dies primarily. And we designed this card in a way that you're gonna get one of these colors, not all of them, but you're either gonna get the daffodil setup, the balmy blue setup. You need just a sentiment. So you have fresh freesia and you also have berry burst. And the inside is going to be stamped, wishing you a happy day. Now those come from the link together, the sentiment does. We used the beautiful bokeh paper, and you can only get 2 up on a 6x6 sheet. So what we did is we pulled enough of these 4 colors to give us the card kits that we're gonna need. Okay, so that's the monthly class. And that one is free with a minimum $60 order, plus you get to pick a sale-a-bration item if you get this class, or you could buy the class, and it's $19, or with shipping, it's $25. Okay? All right. So that was that one. And you guys, so much stuff here. All right. That was the monthly class. Let's Just Stamp over here features Memorable Bloom. I do have an update, you guys. I haven't told anybody this yet, but Donna Grushke, you sparked an interest in this for me. Oh, thank you guys. Donna Grushke asked me a couple weeks ago if we were going to do anything with that new bee set, which is called, I think it's called Meant to Be. So we're making an executive change, and I haven't even updated my schedule yet, you guys. This is going to be that new bee set called Meant to Be. All right. So in case you guys aren't keeping it on your radar, Happy Hibiscus. We just did a game night featuring Happy Hibiscus. So when we created the schedule, that bee set wasn't something that I was aware of. And had I known it was out there, we probably would have picked it. So we're picking that bee paper and the new Meant to Be for Let's Just Stamp for April. Okay. So in case you guys want to make a note of that. So for Let's Just Stamp now, though, we have Memorable Blooms is what we featured. This is the stamp set. You would need this stamp set. Thanks, guys. You would definitely need this stamp set if you want your cards to look identical to ours. But if you have other flowers, you could use them, or basically you have a blank canvas here. You have a whole white mat here that you could stamp whatever you want on and a sentiment. This one is that same stamp, but again, you could do whatever you wanted and then a sentiment. And this one features that flower here on the side, but you could do other flowers, or maybe even not even put the flower on. But they're great layouts for you to get started with an awesome card. And then all of the Let's Just Stamp is always double matted on the inside so that it matches the outside. This one is free with a $60 order as well, or you could pay for it, and it would be $19 for the core. And then if you need to add it to another class you're already getting, an extra $2 for shipping. Otherwise, it's an extra $6 for shipping. So you guys, all of that stuff is written on this document here. When you look at this one, which is called the Cards by Christine schedule, all of the amounts and the orders are here for you. Just make sure you're looking at the in-person price versus the online price. This one too also references pricing on here so that you guys can know. But ultimately what you would do is just send a note to Carissa and say, oh, it's the CBC enroll. You just say, I'd like all these classes. And what she'll do is reply back with the amounts next to them. And then you could decide, oh man, that's one too many, or that's not enough, or well, you could change it, right? When she sends it back to you, you could always say, oh man, I need to change that. And that's okay. You guys, we're stampers. We change our mind all the time. It's not a big deal. So, all right. Then we have the Sweet class. All right, the Sweet class features Delightful Wishes. And this is the one that is the promotional bundle. So if you go to the back page over here, it talks about my promotions. So in the month of February, if you order the Floral Delight Suite, you can attend any of the 3 classes. So I have 2 in person and 1 online. You could pick out an embellishment or ribbon of your choice. Now the value is $8.50 or less, and you would get it free from me. I switched it up. I used to give out a half a pack of the designer paper, and what I decided to do is do an embellishment or a ribbon. I mean, honestly, anything $8.50 or less. It doesn't even, it could be an adhesive. It's just, I put a value on it because I usually do 10% of what the amount that you purchase is. So the gift is usually, if you guys are wondering, it's usually 10%. So that right here, the suite is $89, and so the value is up to $8.50. So, okay, going back to here, I have this class in person. It would be February 19th. So we're gonna go here. It's in person on the 19th. It's online on the 20th, and I'm doing it in person on the Saturday. Now, the Saturday one is a little bit iffy in terms of I have 2 classes that I denote at the same time. I don't have as big of a Saturday crowd as I used to. So I run both classes at the same time, and this can be confusing for some people that do in person with me. And so I run them both at the same time. If you want to take both of them, which I have this time, what we'll do is you'll do the first set of cards in the beginning with the group that's the majority, and then what you do is after you're done, you would just roll right over and do the other 3 cards or the other 4 cards. So yes, I run them both at the same time, and I generally have less than 8 people total, and we usually do half on one side, half on the other side, and I manage both classes at the same time, and that can be a little confusing. Hello, Gwen Simmons. I love the new bee set and paper. Yay! Thanks, guys, for all the blessings. So, Delightful Wishes is the Sweet class now. So if you get that Sweet, you get a value, a ribbon, or an embellishment, your choice. You just have to let me know when you place your order what you want for your free gift from me. But I picked the bundle that we're working with, and I'm so honored that you guys bought the Sweet and you like it as well. That's why I give a free gift for this class. And so this one is you might recognize it. It was an Escape Double Dip. And then here's a pretty little card. Jean Terwilliger, if you're watching, you might recognize this little bit of a layout. We cased your card. We loved the idea of the 3 designer papers like that and a label along the bottom. So thank you for your inspiration. This one was a Jean Maxwell inspired card, and she had used the countryside corners on a card we got from her, maybe over about a year ago, maybe earlier I can't remember. Sometime last year, let's just say that. So we cased her card. I love it. And Julie Birschbach, if you're watching, we cased your card that you gave me for my birthday. And I love it. So you guys, sentiment, 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 and a sentiment. That's all you need to reproduce these cards. You do not even need to have this stamp set if you don't love it. So this one is the Sweet class, and it is offered 3 times in the month of February. Now, these are different cards than the ink, paper, scissors that we featured using Delightful Wishes as well. And I'll show those cards to you in a little bit. All right, we have an amazing ink, paper, scissors lined up for you guys. It's called Everyday Skies. And it is not 4 cards, but it's 5 cards. And with ink, paper, scissors, it is not one you can ever get free with a purchase. It's always a fee-based class because it comes with a quarter pack of designer paper, a roll, or sometimes 2, depending if it's a combo pack. So it comes with ribbon, and it comes with a package of embellishments. It usually has 4 card kits. In some cases we do 5, like the autumn one had 8. Sometimes we do 6. It just depends where the inspiration goes. So it's always a minimum of 4 cards. These are always double matted if we can figure out a way to double mat them. But in this case, we cased a card that somebody had done with arches, and we loved the idea of doing arches like this. And I am going to drop the camera down here and show you what we came up with. Kathy said, love the new reference guide, but I've never ordered from you or Gina in the past, as just started following you on YouTube. Yeah, Kathy. I had said, if anybody's joining late, as soon as you place an order with me, I would work to get you that. It's going to be a rolling thing. So we're going to look at last year and pulling the sales for this year. And then if anybody's new to me and they would love the document, it's going to be the same requirement. If you purchase $50 worth of product or take $50 worth of classes or buy any of my tools or my caddies or any of that kind of stuff, it's going to be the same thing. And as long as you've done it every 4 months, we're going to keep giving you the new file that we create every 4 months. So pretty cool. All right, so ink, paper, scissors is $34 for porch pickup or in person. And Diane just did the January one last night, but this one will be next month in person with Diane, or you could do mailing, and the mailing is $41. Yeah, so for those that are new to me, you can still get in on it by being a customer of mine. So, all right, you guys, here's Everyday Arches. Now the question is, do I have to buy this stamp set? I'm not in love with it. You guys, you know my motto, buy what you love, use what you have. So while you look at cards that I'm showing you, can you figure out what you could use in lieu of what we used? Okay, that's always the $1 million question is, can I use something I currently own? And then buy what you love. So we did stamp a couple birds here, comes from the set right here. And then So Happy for You, this actually comes from Layering Leaves, and we pulled in a lot of sentiments for there. And we did sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. So words, choose your words. So happy to celebrate you, embrace the journey, and best wishes. It could be a congratulations for a graduation or a retirement, something that you're wishing somebody well on their path in the future. And I can't remember which demonstrator showed how to do this, but we definitely didn't come up with this ourselves. But the copy paper I used was actually, you guys can see, the copy paper has writing on it, and now we know not to do that. So we're going to be fine. We're not going to give you copy paper with writing on it. But yeah, we're going to have all these die cut for you, these arches. The helpers are already working on it. So all you need are sentiments for this one, and you have enough left over to make an envelope flap so that it's matchy-matchy, if you so desire. This one features the blueberry bushels with the melon mambos, sending hugs. Need sentiments, choose your words. And then this one is a double dipper, in case you're wondering. This was from the Escape, and so we have that guy. You need birds, bird, bird. Bird is the word, and a sentiment, matchy-matchy envelope. This one is an easel card. Now I do have a disclaimer. We figured out after the fact that it would be nicer to have a little bit bigger of an arch here. So we use the next size bigger for the die cutting purposes, but ultimately it will look the same. We're gonna do an easel card for you like this. All right, so choose your words. Oh, we lost a gem. It's gone. I wonder if it got photographed by Kelly before or after the gem went missing. All right, and lastly for this one is Rainbow No Agenda, you guys. So I know that rainbows can be very controversial these days. So this is my Rainbow No Agenda card, meaning that we just love rainbows. Kelly's favorite color is rainbow, and it doesn't have anything behind it, right? So this is our Rainbow No Agenda card, and I do please forgive me. I didn't put green in. If there would have been one more die, and I could have fit a green one in here, I would have made green. But I know Kelly's least favorite color is green, so I thought of her, or Diane and I thought of her while we were making this card, and we chose not to put green in. So I would have loved to have green and then a smaller one with purple, but we just went with this, and we thought that it looked perfectly amazingly fine without green. And this is where we did use a sentiment. You are simply fantastic. You're better than all the rest. You're 1 in a million, guys. So you are simply fantastic comes from the set, but what else could you use? There could be other words that you can manipulate and bend to fit up into that white rainbow looking piece right there. So, and then we have thanks, no thank you, and so very much, and a little hot air balloon on the inside. So yay, we loved it because we got to use the 2 different designs of designer paper, one with more clouds on it and then one with the sky background. And we got our Rainbow No Agenda card in. So love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, long time. All right, so that was ink, paper, scissors. That one is later, it's February 24th and then February 27th for those that want to do the online version. All right, so I would say those are 4 core classes. I also have a core class that I do with Rose Coleman. So if you're in Canada or the US, I don't have the cards per se here, but Rose always sends me pictures of them, and I can share the pictures with you. So Rose's Technique Club class is back here, Oh, deer is calling. Sorry, dear. So he doesn't know I'm live. So I have the Technique Club class, and she's featuring terrific toadstools, and she is, oh man, movement cards, I think is what she told me. And I think the technique is cards that move. So if you're in the US or Canada, you can do these cards with Rose and me. I kit them up in the US, and Rose kits them up in Canada. So there's a cool little fun fold, right? So that's what it looks like. And then she's got this one. And so it does feature the toadstools, and you would have to have something similar if you don't have the toadstool set. And this one's cool because these pop up and the mushrooms look like they're growing. And then that's the outside. And then look at that inside, you guys. I'm super cool. So this is one where you open it up and it's like, it goes like that. And so this one is free with a $60 order. It is not one that ever can be bought. Rose only does this free with an order, so I honor her wishes. I do not sell the tutorial either, but if you are a member of the Inspiration Hive, I always put it in there. But yeah, it's free with a $60 order. If you do 10 Technique Club classes in a row, you get from me a $75 host reward, and you get a half-off bundle. And I'm gonna honor that all the way for as long as I can. And I know on April 15th is when host codes are going away. So up until then, we're going to continue to use host codes like we currently do. And you guys can watch for word from me when you don't need to enter a host code for orders from me. But just know when you enter host code on my orders is when you get free classes from me. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. I love rainbows. I was in the Masonic Order Rainbows in that when I was a girl. Oh, very cool. It's your date night. What are you? Yes, right, Jeannie Parker. I know it's date night, and he's calling to say, "Are you done with your live?" I told him I was going to be live at 4:30, and I have about a good half hour yet. So we're gonna rock and roll, you guys. We're gonna keep moving, keep her moving. All right, let's talk about mystery card night. Mystery card night is where I give you clues to make a beautiful card, and it is February 17th, and I have the mystery card from the last one here. This is what we did for mystery card night. So we'll be watching for clues. The last one came in a little bit late. I think it was like the night before. So just be watching for that as it gets closer to mystery card night. And then nothing else on this side. So let's move over here. Kit classes. I do want to share with you guys some kits. Kelly has been doing a phenomenal job showing off kits. Every month, Stampin' Up! Comes out with either 2 or 3 new kits. You can add them to your orders using my host code, and it will help you get my kitted classes as a gift, right? So when you have a $60 order, so you could get all the kits and get another kit class or like a kitted class from me and still get all your kits. But these are the ones, Kelly did this one a couple weeks ago. It was a really cool one called Birthday Something or Other. Birthday Bash. It was gift bags and gift card stuff. She did this one this morning. Yes, today is the 28th. She did this one this morning. It was something about thanking you, right? Right, so she likes to show off the kits to show you what's going on with them. Thank you kindly. And last week, she did birthday. There's another birthday one. So hitting the easy button for some cutesy patootsy cards. And again, I don't kit these up. Stampin' Up! Kits these up, and they come in these boxes. And this one was called something about birthday, brightest birthday. So she puts them together. She shows you what they're all about so that you can do the see it before you buy it. Try it before you buy it. All right, she's been doing a phenomenal job showing off kits. I think she started doing kit classes for me back in October or November, okay? And it's been very helpful. I used to do all the kits in one fall swoop, and she didn't want to do that. She said, I will do them, but I would like to break them up so that they're one at a time. And that's nice because it gives you guys just one thing to watch. And that's great then, because then you can watch a quick class with her on how to put them together, and then you could decide if you want them or not. And then so generally we're doing kit classes on Tuesday. So come February, there will be more kit classes, and on the calendar you can see here, we've looked ahead at the Stampin' Up! Schedule, and we can see when they're 2 in a month or 3 in a month. So in February, there are going to be 2 of them. Classes the 11th and the 25th, but if you recall, I mentioned earlier, we're going to throw in the kit class for the haunted house on the 6th, which is not on here. We just made that up on Saturday. So we're trying to get that one back in line. All right, we're going to talk about Paper Pumpkin as well. So every month I get about 8 to 10 extra paper pumpkins. I think I have maybe 2 left for January. January's paper pumpkin is called Hearts for You, and she showed this class last week, Thursday. And it came with the contents to make these 3 cards, and I think probably 3 of each one. And then what she did is she likes to do an alternative with you so that she can show you an idea of using some of the extra supplies. And you can sign up to get your own subscription for Paper Pumpkin to mail directly to your front door, or you can have one of mine shipped to you if you want it to. If you're not, I get a lot of people that say, oh, my subscription fell through the cracks, or I didn't think I'd like it and I like it. So I always get 8 to 10 extra. And generally I go through them. I only have 1 left from June, and I think 2 left from this January. So I generally sell out of them, which is amazing. And it's a great way to get some cards made, and you can always zhuzh them up if you want a little bit more in-depthness to them. The paper pumpkin, another thing, if you know you want it, but you don't want to set up a subscription and you just want one of them, if you let me know by the 9th of the month and pay for it by the 9th of the month, I can set up one of my accounts to ship directly to you, and then I just go back after the 11th and I switch it back to me. But then you're not paying double shipping, because there's shipping to my house and then there would be shipping to your house if it comes here. But if I can have Stampin' Up directly ship it from their home office or wherever, you know, from their supply store to you, then there's just one shipping. So that takes a little coordination on the front end if you know you want it, and it has to be by the 9th because it's by the 10th. But if you get it to me the night before, then it gives me a day to process it. So do you still have any cherry blossom kits? I don't. But did you look in the online store, Lisa? Hi, Elaine Schneider. Did you look in the online store, Lisa? Because if I'm not mistaken, I saw them in our shopping guide, and they were cherry blossoms. Oh, it says currently unavailable. I know this is what you guys, Lisa LaFramboise is asking, cherry blossom treat boxes kit, currently unavailable. But Lisa, that means that it's coming back. These are not gone forever. When it says currently unavailable, that just means it's out of stock for the moment and it will be coming back. If they take it out completely, then it's gone. So Lisa, I would say check the inventory status report and see if it has a date on there. Okay, very cool. All right, I do a share recipe, create a card, inspire others card class. It's set for February 12th. You guys, my kitten scared me. Did you see me? Oh my gosh, Bigger Tigger. Look who he woke from the dead. You guys, I gotta show that to Tyler. What am I at? 1 hour and 13. I'll have to show Tyler my face. Oh, my big boy scared me. Okay, so Share, Create, Inspire is February 12th. I know your dad's gonna be home soon. And then 11/11 Burgers and Beignets will be February 19th. And I don't have any games or prizes. Oh, I lied. I have Valentine's Day bingo. It's actually next week on February the 5th, I believe. So we do have a bingo in person next weekend or next week. And then for the Be Happy Stampers, we have a team swap party. And it is set for February 16th, which is a Sunday. Right. For those on my team, I do swaps with every new catalog, and you had to sign up for this one. And so that deadline has passed. So I've already announced the swap numbers so that you guys can start working on your cards, and people have already been sending them in to me. Buddy, you look like you lost some weight since I've seen you last. All right. So we also have some extras in February. I have a Memories and More class, you guys. It was so amazing to put this card class together for you guys here. He's still here. He's just loving on a little bit of love on the neck right here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, hi, Sue S. Worthy. I'm so glad you are explaining class detail documents. I just discovered you. Amazed how much. Oh, yes, Sue, you are on my calling list. I need to give you a call back. We lost our connection last week. Okay, buddy. I got to show off some cards. So let me just talk about it. Memories and More is a product-based class. So it includes the Memories and More the card pack. It includes a package of gems, which are going to be your bees, includes a roll of the white ribbon, and the card kits for 15 cards. And Laura Sullivan, they are all A2 size or smaller. Okay, I'm going to show these cards, and I'm going to tell you right now, you do not need to have any specific stamp set. And I did pull in Storybook Gnomes for words choosing your words, and I pulled in mixed labels, and I also pulled in beautiful bokeh. So all I pulled in were sentiments, and 15 cards, you guys. So watch this. This is going to be amazing. So, and all of them, I've got something on the inside of all of them. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy of mine. You guys, he's thirsty. Oh, man. Hang on. Let's get you some water, big boy. Promise me you're not going to wreck any of my paper things, buddy. All right, there you go. Okay, he's got his water. Okay, back on track. So, all right, so 15 cards. This class is set for next week. It is January 5th if you want to do it in person with me at 1, or it's the 6th, which is a Thursday night. And we took that Memories and More pack and we laid them all out. We actually took half the pack, and you have half of the pack left, which is super cool. So pretty. We used up the entire package of bees, so you get 40 little trinkets of the bees. 40 bees were used in the making of these cards. They were all treated with due respect, and they are at all their flowers, and they are pollinating them. Look at them. They're hanging out with the flowers. They're fun. So you guys, I kitted up a few more than I normally would. Normally I do 32 for a Memories and More class. I kitted up 40 because I thought that these were super amazingly pretty. And I have, of course, Tigger has to knock the fork on the floor. I have this feeling you guys are gonna like these. All right, so that's the Memories and More. So this class is $60 in person, or if you want it mailed, it would be $71. And Judy Immel said it is the 5th. Yes, that is correct. It's the 5th. It's under here. The 5th is a Wednesday, and the 6th is Thursday. So we'll have this in the afternoon, and then bingo will follow. So you'll get 15 envelopes and all the bases and the mats and all the extra die cutting pieces to do this, okay? And again, you don't need to have a lot of anything with it. It's basically sentiments. Okay, see, I haven't taught the kitten how to turn that off yet. All right, so that's what's extra. So we have 5 core classes plus a bingo and also the Memories and More class. All right, so there's quite a bit for February, but wait, there's more. There's actually one more class in February, and it's called the Sale-a-bration Hoorah class. Sale-a-bration runs from now, basically January 7th through February 28th. We had the catalog launch party, which I still have some kits left from that, which is a little bit astonishing to me, that if you love fun folds, I have a fun folds class from beginning of this month. And Angelique helped me design 4 more fun folds for the Hoorah class. And it's going to be set up a very similar way to the catalog launch party. There's going to be 4 designs, and with each design, there's going to be multiple patterns offered, meaning multiple designs of paper, multiple layouts of paper. The design layout is the same. It's the pattern of paper that's different. That's choose your words, okay? And Laura said that's great because she's getting one. Yay! Good. So I'm going to show you the set of cards, and then so it'll be 4 cards and then different color patterns. And kudos to Angelique McClendon. She helped me with the design of these. It was great working with her on these. And so you might get one pattern or the other pattern or the other pattern, right? So, and they're all awesome fun folds. So that one's going to open like this. And if you don't have the mushrooms, what else could you use in lieu of the mushrooms? So one of them's you're either going to get purple or you're going to get pink. And you could always use the opposite side of the designer paper if you're not a fan of the front, because I think pretty much they're interchangeable. And so that is one of the fun folds using Toadstool Gardens. And then we also pulled in the Charming Duck Pond for some sentiments on that one. So yes, you would need some sort of sentiments. Now this one features the mixed labels and the Bloom designer paper from Sale-a-bration. And again, you'll get one of the color patterns, and in the inside, it's going to open like that. So awesome and cool. So this one features more of a purple theme. This one uses the mixture of colors here. Super cool. All you need generally are sentiments and something to stamp on your label if you want, some sort of flower. And this one uses the yellow one. It's so bright and cheerful. So that uses that one. This one uses the more pinky themed one. All right, and then the last one is more of the Lost Lagoon with Melon Mambo. But they're all basically the same layout, but just using different color patterns. So super cool for that one. So that's one of the other cards. So there's 4 total layouts here, 4 total fun folds. And then the other one is going to feature the lobsters or the ocean friends here. Now, we are redoing this one slightly, and it's going to be more of a Z fold. I shouldn't say that, an easel card. So, right, and unless you guys are good with it like the way it is, we were looking for more of a fun fold layout, and we thought this would work, but then after we thought about it, we thought maybe we should do it more of an easel. So we were actually thinking about having it come up so that you'd have your card, and then this would be more of an easel, and it would be a horizontal card. So we're still working through this one. We thought we were going to be good with it being like this, but it would be 3 different color combinations, and the lobster here is stamped from the lobster. But there's been so much aquatic life over the years that if you don't have the exact lobster here, you could probably pull in something else that's comparable, and you'll get a piece of white paper and you could stamp something else on it. So we're trying to get a feel for if we want the card to go horizontal like this and so it'd be a card base, and then I'm thinking we'd have it actually go up and down again. So be like a mountain, valley, and have it more vertical. But it's a great way that we were able to utilize that other half of that rainbow card base from the other class. So we got your ocean friends, but generally this is what the layout's going to be. And then the last one uses the fruit paper. So the fruit paper, there's lots of color combinations, and generally the layout looks like this. We're pretty much done with it. I still got to get a couple embellishments on here, but it opens like this. And so that's the cool fold that we're doing for this one. Super awesome. And now with that one though, there's so many different color options because of the fruit. Oh, you guys say the layout is okay. I agree, Mary. How do you order these classes? Sue S-worthy, send me an email, and it's going to be to the cbcenroll@gmail.com. All you have to do is list out all the classes you want. So with the fruit, you guys, there were so many different fruit papers in that pack, and so you're going to end up with one of these guys, and it's just going to be a random one. They're all going to look amazing. They all utilize the fruit basket, very similar to the last one we did with the fruit. We used that fruit punch pack, and that fruit punch pack is retired, but it goes great with the fruit paper. The basket came from like a crafting stamp set, and then we just use 1/2-inch circle punches for the oranges. So just knowing that there's so many different options for getting this one. The main thing is that you see how the fold works so that you could easily reproduce this card at home using your own supplies if you want to. A step card. What is this class called? Hope Toy. This is called Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah, and it is listed right here as the extras in February. Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. It's $22 in person or porch pickup with a $40 order, or for online. For those that want to do online, it's going to be mailed as $28 or a $60 order for free. And again, if you're doing multiple classes, you would get reduced shipping if this is a secondary class. So again, lots of different options for this. You're not getting all of these, but you're getting one of each of these layouts, and it just depends on the color. And we won't have any rhyme or reason to what you get for color, because what happens is we kit up, let's say that fruit one, there's 12 different patterns and we're making 60 of them. There'll be 5 of each one, and they all get laid out, and then the next card gets laid on the top. And so there's no rhyme or reason to having like you guys pick, oh, I want this one and this one and this one and this one. It doesn't work that way. It's too hard. That's why I would encourage you to get some of those Sale-a-bration products so you could recreate the cards into the different patterns. Okay, Nancy Sue Valencia coming in late, but always better late than never. So again, that was the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. So there's not only the 5 core classes, but we have 2 extra classes, the Memories and More and the Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah. Okay. I know in the last week I'm going to just say this too, I've also emailed about the retro swap party. And I know that I have it out there that it might be the October sign up. So whatever you're signing up for, if you're signing up with the October or the April event, and it says October, I'm going to switch it to switch it April. So just know that the Radically Retro Swap Party is in the works too, for signing up for that. We've got time on that though. Okay, so that's everything that's coming up for February for me. I do have some classes that I'll share with you for my girls on my team, in case you are wanting to get more creativity. And all this is so inspiring. Yay! I'm going to do this before I forget. Carissa, she sent her cards up, but they are not arriving until tomorrow. So she's doing one class a month, and she did the otters class for the month of January. And she has 2 left of the otters, which I'll show them to you here. Carissa has the 2 otters. Well, oh, they're right here. So here's Carissa's information, you guys. Carissa Alberts. She's Lakeshore Stamping with Carissa. LakeshoreStamping@gmail.com. And she's got 4 otters cards. So this was her January class. There's a pocket card. And then this guy. That one. And that. Okay, she's got 2 left of this class. So in case you're wondering, you could still get her otters class. She has 2. Now for the month of February, she's featuring hibiscus. And you guys, I'll have these tomorrow. And once I do another live tomorrow night, I'll share those cards. And this one features the sketched butterflies. And then she's got the dinos. And then she's got the Twisted in Time. So her class for February features 4 different stamp sets. And so that is also Carissa with Lakeshore Stamping. That's this stuff right here. And then Julie Bierschbach has started to do a class. It's called the Be Creative Stampin' with Julie Bierschbach. She has, this one is 3 cards, and she's featuring the toadstools here. Now, she's in person on a Wednesday in each month, but she's also kitting. And I know a bunch of you have been getting her kits for January. And so this is another one where you could reach out to Julie. And she has her email address here, juliebierschbach@gmail.com. You guys, she also, if you look at my calendar here, Julie has her phone number at the top here. So you could always text Julie. Gina's here, Diane's here, and Rose. This calendar is basically based off of who does in-person stuff here. And so Julie does this one in person, but she also is providing kits in the mail. And I do want to tell you too, I was able to coordinate with Julie last month and Gina that if you want to do consolidated shipping, instead of getting like the full $6 for shipping, it would bring it down to $2 for the shipping, and we can add it in with a box as long as you have it coordinated and consolidated with mine. So that's pretty cool. So we can work that out. So that's Julie Bierschbach's Be Creative. And now Gina's got a few things to share with you guys too. And she has here a card buffet that is coming up. And I'll show this, a sale-a-bration card buffet. You can pick between 3 and 6 cards, and her pricing is there. And it can be also free with an order. And she's doing this YouTube on February 1st from 8 to 10. And then she's doing it in person in the afternoon. And so I just saw these cards. They're so pretty too. So you could pick from this one. She has her fruit card. And then the seagulls. The toadstool. There's a gem. I felt like there was a gem. Nope, it was paper. She's got her toadstools. Make a Wish. And then the butterfly here. So that's her card buffet. Her sale-a-bration card buffet. Hello, Mary Ellen Ryan from Montana. All right, so that's sale-a-bration card buffet. And then she has here the Morning Create with Gina. And she's got on here, kits are available until February 2nd. She's got the Meant to Be, Sent with Love, and then her Hearts of Elegance, sending lots of love. Okay, so that is her Morning Create. And then she has here her February technique using reversible stamps. She's got the beautiful bokeh, and the reversible stamps, I'm guessing, are back down under there. And then the Perfect Plants is here. And then the Sea Turtle. And complete with a hair, cat fur. She's got the daisy in here. So that's her February technique class featuring reversible stamps. And she also has 2 more classes for those that are into the scrapbooking. Gina does, she is my scrapbooking queen. It's an extra little niche thing that I just love that she does this on my YouTube channel, because you guys get more inspiration for scrapbooking, which is awesome. I am not a big scrapbooker, but she is. And so she does 2-page spread here, and she's got it in person and via YouTube. And kits are available through, she's got here February 2nd. And so this is what she's got for, this must be her January scrapbook layout. And that's why kits are only available through the 2nd, because she already probably did this class, I think. So great layout there. And then she also does a scrapbooking workshop kit, and it includes, I think, 6 scrapbook pages and 5 cards. So it's super cool. $72 order, so it's free with a $72 order. And kits are available till the 2nd. And so this one has 5 different cards that she includes with this one. So she kits up the extra 5 cards. And you'll get an inside. I know she does insides. And this one right here. And then this one. So this is what I was talking about with an easel card. This is what I was picturing for that Ocean Friends, where it would be up, down, but horizontal. All right, so those are the 5 cards. And then there's 6 pages for the scrapbook workshop. Okay, so that must be the back. This goes like this. And then this is the other, these 2 like that. So she goes through and teaches you how to do layouts like this using the scrapbooking workshop kits. I'm wondering if that goes like that. Perfect, something like that. Super cool. So for those that love to do some scrapbooking, this is your opportunity to get some scrapbook layouts done. And that's with Gina Bulow. All right, so, oh, I don't have the MS card sneak peek, Donna Gruszki. So I will have it soon, though. I went down to Florida, and I meet with Cheryl Taylor and Sherry Pyre. Those 2 girls help me facilitate the card making efforts, the 6 cards for the MS benefit. They have them designed, but I don't have them. What we did is we tweaked them slightly, and they're in the process of revamping them slightly, and then they're going to mail them up to me. So as soon as I get them, I will be sharing them. So, but we did work on them. So I don't have anything to share because I didn't get a copy to send home. They didn't send a copy home with me because they're revamping them a little bit. So yeah, but that'll be coming soon. Okay. I think that's everything for what's coming up. I want to take maybe 10 to 15 minutes and go over things that are still available. In my website here, there is a section under the resources. You guys, I saved my, I don't know if you guys see it, but I saved that as an icon on my home page, so that all I have to do is click on it and it takes me to my events calendar. And under my resources here, underneath where all the files are, that is where I have my past classes listed. So I'm going to roll through these because there aren't pictures here, but if you click on anything, it takes you right to the calendar where it actually has a picture of the cards and what they look like. And that is stemmed from the resources link, past classes, and it has them all broken down. I just updated this because we don't have any more of the meandering meadow left. Yay, we went through that one. But I'm going to go through all of this right now because it is a lot easier to share with you the actual cards. Okay, so I have Hearts and Hugs here, which was the order-based class. I have 2 left. There are just 2. It's the quarterly order-based class from July of last year. And it did feature the stamp set Hearts and Hugs. So if you don't have that specific stamp set, you would want some sort of animals or critters to stamp on the white pieces of paper to complete those cards. But it was really cool because they featured 4 of the 5 in colors, and you had enough designer paper left over to do your envelope flap. So with the order-based class, what we had been doing, we've been giving the 6x6, one each of the 6x6 sheets. So I do have 2 of those left. And then the order-based class that came later after that in October featured Sentimental Christmas. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 of those left. And all you would really need for that one is a sentiment. Now, these were the order-based classes, though. So that's why I have a few left of these, because They were free with a minimum order. And so last year, these were free with a $50 order, and I would still honor that. So if anybody wants to get, I love that card. If anybody still wants to get this Sentimental Christmas, that was free with a $50 order, so was Hearts and Hugs. Now, on the side over here, I have Rose's Technique Club classes. I have a few of those. Now, I don't make those cards per se, and that's why it's best to go here to the order-based classes. She's got Bistro Burger and Friends for Life available, or I should say I do through her. So Friends for Life, and then I've got, ooh, I actually have a Snowy Wonder. I need to add that too. I have a couple Friends, I have a couple Snowy Wonders, I have maybe 5 Friends for Life, and I have 1 Bistro Burger. So in here, I gotta make myself a mental note. I gotta add, I have 2 Snowy Wonders, 1 Bistro Burger, and I have 5 of the Friends for Life, okay? So that's that box. All right. For the month of January, well, that wasn't smart. Well, it's a good thing you guys didn't see that because they went on the floor. All right, let's pick it all up. I pick things up, I put things down. All right, let's see what we have here. I have everything for the month of January is available except for one thing. That one thing is the Technique Club class with Rose. And that means that, let's see here, let's get these back organized. So, I'm missing a card. I'll come back to that one. I don't know where it flew to. Okay, so the Otters class. So this was my Otters class, the order-based class for the month of January. Those were the 4 Otters cards. I think I have like less than 8 left of that one. Here's this now. This was the Hearts of Elegance class. You guys, this one is tomorrow night. Hearts of Elegance. We're going to make these 4 lovey-dovey mush cards. Okay, I have maybe about 10 left of that one. And then the ink, paper, scissors, I'm not going to say I have any left at the moment. I'm going to show them to you. If you want to get on the wait list, you can. I may have 1 or 2 left, but at the moment, I can't tell you. To be honest, I need to get through some emails. I know I have 4 without a name, but that might not be the case once I get through my emails. So these are different than the Delightful Wishes class that's coming up next month. And this is the ink, paper, scissors. We're going to do this on Thursday night. The monthly class for January featured these 3 cards, and they're all available yet, in case anybody's wondering. These are free with an order, or they are, you can just buy them right out. Simply Zinnia was the same. I did this class a couple weeks ago, and it was free with an order, or you can pay for them. They're either fee-based or order-based. And then we had, oh, there's Utterly Amazing. So that's those guys. We'll put you on the side. Then I had my fun folds earlier in the month of January, and it featured an easel card with the rainbows, and it featured that guy with the butterfly, the mushrooms, and then like a tube card here with the fruit, and they come with all different fruits. So that fun fold, I probably have less than 10 left of that one at this point too, but just a few left. Let me just set these over here. Okay, then from last year, I have 2 left of the In Color Retirement class that featured Simply Sparkling, and all you needed is a sentiment for these guys. Because the cans, everything was already die cut for you. I have 2 left of that. Nature's Sweetness, I only have 2 because I know that one of these is already accounted for. I think Joanna gets one of those. So there's maybe 2 left of this. This is when I used to have about 25 left over. And now I've worked myself down to a couple. And it featured Lovely and Sweet. And Magnolia worked with this one really nicely as well. So I think I'm down to 2 on this one. This was the Changing Leaves Let's Just Stamp. This was in September of last year. And it did use the leaves from that set. So you would need to have something to stamp on the pieces of paper if you don't have that exact leaf set. Something else would be fine. I think I have about 3 left of that one. For this bucket, I have here, there's a Let's Just Stamp Poised Peony, was from December. So I have a bunch of this one left. you would need something to stamp on the white piece, the white piece, and the white piece. It doesn't have to be flowers. It could be anything. It just, you need something to stamp on that white piece. And then I did a Take to the Sky class in June of last year. And this one, you would need something to put on your vanilla piece, like an airplane or hot air balloon, something. But those two are the focal images. And then these two feature the die cutting. And you would just need sentiments for those two. So I'm getting down. I think I either have 1 or 2 left of that one. I know I have to pull some because a couple people got some past classes for me recently. All right, then this one features it's February monthly class of last year. And you either get one of these. So this is one where we either got a choral or a pool party. And that's what I've got for this monthly class. And then there's a July of 2024. I need to go find what that looks like because I don't have the cards here. But if you go to here, this is perfect. Why you could come in here, July of 24, and you could look at it. Oh, it's those guys. Oh, Inspiring Snapdragons, Translucent Florals, and then The Loveliest Tree. And I've got a bunch of that one left. And we've got just one. Hi, Kathy Showalter. I've got one left of Game Night featuring Happy Hibiscus. I am down to 1. So, okay, so I have one of that one. And then I have a bunch of this Let's Just Stamp from Artful Amaryllis. And if you don't have the amaryllis, you'd have a blank canvas here to stamp whatever you want. So I've got a bunch of those available. Okay. And then here is, I got 2 sweet classes. This one is the one from November, and I don't know, there must be 6 or 7 there. This was featuring Season of Elegance. I know we're out of Christmas because we're into January, but these would be great card kits for this coming Christmas if you are wanting to get a jump start. So I've got about 6 or 7 of Season of Elegance available. And then the sweet class for December was Regal Flora. And Regal Flora were these cards. I've got maybe 20 left of this one. A lot of these that I'm showing you with the 4 cards, they're free with an order, or you could pay for them. Ink, paper, scissors, and that Game Night were the ones where you can't get them free with an order. And then this bucket right here has the this is actually August of 24, so this was just last year. It had the shells, the Gone Fishing, and the submarine. So that's a monthly class that's available. And this one was the April monthly class. I've got just a couple of this one left with Beach Days, Everyday Details, and Encircled in Nature. So I need minimal stamps with that one. I've got potentially two left of that one. And then for the back here, okay, let's go here. So Season of Chic, ink, paper, scissors. A lot of these now are ink, paper, scissors that they're fee-based. There's the Season of Chic. I'm down to less than a handful of this one. Okay, and then there was Iconic Imagery, which had 6 cards. This was last October. So there was a Christmas card, a New Year's card, a fall card, a Valentine's Day card. All these, all you need are sentiments. You don't even need any focal images. There was a Christmas card and a wedding card. And that was Iconic Celebrations from October. And I believe I have one left, maybe 2, of the citrus blooms here. Mediterranean Blooms was July's ink, paper, scissors, which made these beautiful orangey-rific cards. So there's either 1 or 2 of that one. The To Market class right here. I got oodles of this one, in case you're wondering. This one you only needed sentiment for. You did not need, because this was all the dies from the paper. So we had 2 flowery ones that look like that, and then there were the 2 produce cards that look like that. And I've got maybe 20 left of that one. And then there's the autumn. Autumn was amazing. I don't know what happened with this one. We have a bunch left of this. It was 8 cards. And maybe it was just overwhelming for people. I don't know. But we have a bunch left of this. But it was 2 of this one. And then there were 2 that had belly bands. And we did them in pairs. They were similar but different. And then these 2 took over the whole front of the card. And then these 2 had a mat with them. And you had enough designer paper to do a bunch of the envelopes. And that was the Splendid Autumn ink paper scissors. That was last September. And then there was the Forever Love ink paper scissors from February last year. Got maybe a dozen of this one as well. And another one where all you need are sentiments, and then something with a focal image up there. All these classes, you would get the PDF tutorial if you get the kits from me. If you go to my online store and buy it from my online store just to get the PDF, you don't get kits. But if you want to buy any of these classes that I'm showing you right now, I have kits available for them. And with getting kits, you also get the tutorial as a gift from me for taking the class with the kitted part of it. So this was masterfully made, which was December of a year ago. So a good year ago. All you needed were sentiments for the most part. A little bit of focal imagery, but for background. And then I had a Good Feelings game night. And this one has some sentiments on it. All you would need are sentiments and sending sunshine and good feelings your way. So that was 5 cards for that one, and include ribbon and gems, all that stuff. So those are generally the ink, paper, scissors game night cards that I have left. I have just 1 or 2 more boxes for those that want to see these yet. And set this over here. I think it's just this guy, and then I'm going to show you the DSP sampler. This one, oh, I already did this game night. Perfect. So I already showed you that one. Okay, and then this was the Let's Just Stamp featuring Regal Flora. Hi, Karen Green from Australia. Let's Just Stamp Regal Flora. What was this one? I've got maybe like less than 7 now of that guy. That one was free with an order, or you could pay for it. And this one is August of 23. Let's Just Stamp A Star Is Born with Little Dreamers, inked and tiled, and then gone fishing again. So that, I've got 2 or 3 left. This was Wildly Flowering. Look at this, I'm down to 2. I love it. That one I had like 20 at one point too, but we're working our way through it. Okay, so Wildly Flowering here, sending love. You need a flower, you needed a flower, some words, choose your words, flower, and some words. So I got 2 of that one left. And here's, you guys, this is amazing. Here is the July monthly class. I don't know how this one made it in here, but this one was, oh, it's a different, no, this is the, I had just looked this up. This was July of 24. These 3 card kits belong in the other, with the other ones, but these are what they look like. So Inspiring Snapdragons, Translucent Florals, and The Loveliest Tree, I think. And so that one actually belonged in a different bucket over here. In July 18, 2024. Perfect, okay. Got that one back together with this other one. Okay, so that is what I have a lot of for kitted classes. But I also wanted to show you guys too. I have a few of these left. I don't have any more of the Holiday Mini Catalog DSP Sampler. Okay, so the holiday one is gone. I sold the last one. Yay! This past weekend, it went away. But I have about 25 left of this one. So if you guys are looking for a great reference tool, this is the Spring Mini Catalog, Online Exclusives, and Sale-a-bration DSP Sampler. And it has all of these papers shown in it, including Sale-a-bration. And I have about 25 left of that. And then they're all ready to go, kitted up. And you would get that for your sampler. And the product shares, I still have taking registrations for product shares, in case you guys think you missed out on product shares. You didn't. I still am kitting them up. And the ribbon was amazing. The embellishments were amazing. You got a sampling of the ribbons. You got a sampling of embellishments. Look at these. Judy Immel knocked it out of the ballpark with that. Super cool. And you got a sampling of all the paper. So you got one 6x6 and even some note cards and envelope, or the cards and envelopes, but you got a brick here of at least one 6x6 of everything from online exclusives since November, and the sale-a-bration and the spring mini, and yeah, fun stuff. So product shares are still available, ribbon shares are still available, embellishment shares are still available. On top of it, I also have the escape still available. So this is Jolene's actually. We haven't mailed it out yet. The winter creative escape is still available. It's super cool because with the escape, the attendance gift for everybody was this adorable little speaker that plays music based off of your Bluetooth. It came with kits to make 9 cards, and they were these 9 cards, right? I've been showing these off for a while, but you got 9 card kits, some attendance gifts, a prize patrol was in here, your ribbon share, your card kits, embellishment share, all that stuff was in here, and a paper share. So this, if you did the escape with me, you got basically a paper share with the box, and then it was accessed to, so it was full of all the stuff, right? And it came with 8 creative presentations. It came with an album for every suite full of all of these card ideas. And we just are in the process. Jolene just finished the hair in my mouth. Jolene just finished the PDF for all the presentations. It's the first time ever we're doing it. So you would have access to that. So the escape is a little investment, but I think it pays for itself over and over and over. So I have 11 spots of the winter creative escape. I have just 2 now of, and cookies, yes, and cookies. It came with cookies. So I have 2 left of the autumn. So if you just recently started watching me and you did the winter escape and you loved it, I still have 2 left of the autumn escape. And the autumn escape had also an embellishment share, a ribbon share, a paper share. The attendance gifts for this one were pretty cool too. And this one was a pencil pouch that popped up and you can put your stuff in it. This guy was with the Velveeta cookies. We always have a button. And this one with the 9 card kits made 9 cards that featured more Christmassy holiday cards. And so it came with 9 card kits, right? And then attendance gifts like that. So I have 2 left of the autumn creative escape for anybody that missed out on it and would still like to get in on it. So reach out to me. I also, let me just see here. I also have, if anybody's interested, I had 2 samples that I was always showing people of my product shares. I was keeping them for me for my displays, but I never really used them, right? I was just using them to show people. And now that I don't have any left, this one is available for purchase. And I have 1 embellishment from the holiday mini that's still available. So in case you guys are looking for a sampling of these guys, this was the holiday mini catalog. I have an embellishment and 1 paper still available. I will be emailing my order. Perfect. Set for the utterly adorable class from January. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I have those 2 available. The shares. I'm just looking here. So I have gotten some Happy Mail, and I got some gifts from Susan Wormley and from Susan Bellamy and Christine Mansell. I'll share them with you guys tomorrow night. I just heard Tyler's truck pull up in the driveway, and we've been going for about 2 hours. So I got through, I think, everything that I wanted to get through. I don't think I missed anything. The other thing, too, I get asked a lot also is, I just thought of this, these caddies for my team. And I also have bow makers. I also have like the cloth garbages like that, that you put your garbage in, you can set them next to you. Ink erasers, adhesive erasers, that kind of stuff. I still have all that stuff too. So if you ever want to add that to your order and consolidate shipping, you can always reach out and ask to have that stuff added to your orders too. And that stuff, you're going to see it in the shopping guide. So, I told you I had a pile of stuff to go through. I really did. So I don't think I missed anything at this point. now is the time to go ahead and make your list and check it twice. And you can send it to both Carissa and myself, or just to Carissa, and just know Carissa is following up with me. Before she does reply to anybody, she is following up with me to make sure the email is exactly how we would want it to go out. And as soon as she can, she'll get back to everybody on what they would like. And this will be a good trial run, test run for her. Just always being patient too. We try our best to get emails right on the first try, but sometimes we miss something and we need to add a second email. So always be checking that too from us in case you get 2 emails from us. So I have, tomorrow night's class is the Hearts of Elegance. And then Thursday morning, I'm going to do the year-end review with you guys, the year-end review and the scavenger hunt word search. And then Thursday night is ink, paper, scissors with the Delightful Floral. And then Friday morning at 10, I'm going to do a navigation walkthrough video. That's my plan. Lots of lives this week, you guys. So we're going to do all that. I do have an in-person class at Burgers and Beignets tomorrow. So that'll be in the afternoon. And other than that, busy weekend. So always reach out if you guys need help with anything. I'm here to help you. Oh, hell, thanks, Linda Hunt. It's going to be date night, so I will be honest with you. As soon as I end this live, I will be finding Tyler. I haven't seen him since basically Wednesday night, and we are going to hang out with the kittens tonight. I can expect that I will probably fall asleep on the couch around 10 o'clock and try to go to bed before midnight, because I can totally feel it in my eyes that they are starting to do that burning thing where they're getting tired. So, hello, Shirley Peacock. You love everything. Yay, whoop, whoop. I love it. So, for team pricing on the Memories and More, what do we need to have? Okay, so this is a great question Debbie asked. So, I challenge you to go to the event on my website. If you guys are ever wondering, you're on my team, I do give some team perks. One of them is for my product-based classes for the Memories and More and Staples. And all you would need to do, Debbie, or anybody on my team, if you want to take advantage of team pricing on that stuff, what you do is you go to the class in my events calendar. I don't have the picture there yet, right? So you guys, we got all the photographs taken, but we are still in the process of uploading them all into these website. But down here, Debbie, it has here, Be Happy Stamper Team Member Optional Special Pricing. And it's $20 and you get the card kits. All right, so everything with bases, mats, die cuts, anything embossed, all of the mats for the inside, that stuff is what I provide to you. So 15 of that for $20 plus shipping. But each member should have unopened packages of the Mixed Media Florals Memories and More pack, a 1/2-inch white woven ribbon, bee trinkets, and envelopes. That I need to add on here. You need 15 envelopes. I don't provide the envelopes. So you would provide your own envelopes. And so just note, I got to update that on here just to add envelopes. But you need to add the ribbon. You need to have the ribbon, the embellishments, the Memories and More pack, and the bee trinkets. So, yay. Hi, Kelly. Welcome back. Yay. Kelly, I'm so happy you found your box. So happy you found your box. All right. Thank you. I forgot to go there. Okay, no worries. Hey, if you're wondering, other people are wondering too. So, yay. Gonna have to watch the replay come in late. Oh, thank you so much. It's gonna be a good date night. I don't know what we're doing except for hanging out. I got Tyler a couple small gifts. There was a Venice craft show and I got him a handmade tree. He's not listening, so I got him a tree and it's pretty cool. So I can't wait to give it to him. So I did think of him lots while I was away, and I got him I got him jelly, some strawberry jelly, and I got mustards for him and some oils as well. So I could see us making popcorn and maybe watching a movie, which would be amazing. So, all right, you guys, I plan on relaxing for the rest of the night. It's been a long day. I've been up since I went to bed at 1 and I did get up at 4. So I only had 3 hours of sleep last night. You need more than that, right? So Betty White said, you need 8 hours of sleep, and if you're ugly, you need 9. I just saw that meme on somebody's Facebook post tonight, or this afternoon. It was something about, you need 8 hours of sleep, but if you're ugly, you need 9. And I'm like, oh man, I feel, it was funny. Coming from Betty White, right? She's a funny lady. So I'm going to try to get more than 3 hours of sleep tonight. That is definitely my plan. All right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We will see you live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central for Hearts of Elegance. Love ya. Bye.